So what I'd like to do is explore how we typically react when we get triggered, how we kind of intensify the body of fear, the fear body with our reactivity, and how if we can learn to pause, if we can slow down even a little, we can shift from fight-flight to attend and befriend. And I really see this shift of fight-flight, this kind of automatic reactivity, to attend and befriend as a sign of the evolution of consciousness. That we even have this capacity to recognize, oh, I'm in fight-flight. Oh, I'm identified with the fear body. Okay, pause, deepen attention. Let's look a bit at attend and befriend. And one way I find really helpful to think of it is, imagine as you breathe in, that's attend, that you're bringing your attention to contact what's right here in the body. And as you breathe out, you're offering space and kindness and gentleness to whatever you touch. So attend and befriend. It's just a way to think about it. And there's actually meditations that link with the breath just in that way, okay? All right, so attend. It's attending to where you feel it in your body. It's a mindfulness of the body. So one of the ways we think about it is you're learning to stay with the uncomfortableness of fear as a physical sensation in the body, which is exactly the opposite of our conditioning. All of our conditioning is to get away from that unpleasantness. So this is countering the conditioning. Unfortunately, when we try to get away, we actually deepen the trance. We become more identified with the fear body. The more you run, the more you're identified. It starts dissolving that identification when you stay. So the first step is, sometimes it's called just leaning in. For one person described, if a dog runs at you, whistle for it. It's like, stay. Or one Zen master was asked, how do you relate to fear? His response, I agree. I agree. So this is a kind of courageous willingness to contact the physical sensations. Again, if they're really strong, first breathe, or first go like this. Do whatever it takes to cozy up to them, okay? This isn't something where you're supposed to be in some way masochistic. This is a courage that comes because you have that wisdom that knows you don't want to keep on doing fight-flight. That it's this presence that heals. So this is the first step, is this contact. And I find it helps for people to name what's going on. Just to name. You might say squeezing, or pounding, or clutching, or heat, or cold. Or, just name what's going on. Name where you feel it sometimes. That really helps. And investigate it from the inside out. Feel it from the inside out. Now, one of the keys in this attend part of the equation is to notice when you've gone off into fear thoughts and come back. That's intrinsic to the training. As soon as you start feeling fear, your mind is going to generate more thoughts about what's going to go wrong. So it takes a certain commitment to go, okay, those are fear thoughts. Okay, come back. I don't have to believe this. Come back to the body, okay? So that's what I'm calling the breathing in or contacting. Feel it, name it, keep coming back, okay? Second part, what we sometimes call breathing out, or discovering the space or the tenderness that holds things, is like the word yes. It's the sense of the space or the kindness that can be with. And the Buddha taught the metta or loving kindness practice initially, explicitly, for fear. It's always been interesting to me that when the monks at one point during the rainy season had been in some sort of a jungle and had been encountering all sorts of really nasty spirit entities, that were making life miserable for them. And they ran to the Buddha and said, "Can't we just leave that encampment? It's just too much. It's too scary." And he said, "You need to go back, but here. Go back and practice this." And he had them practicing loving kindness, that sensing the space of love, the field of love. As the story goes, the field was so powerful that the transformed the energy of the tree spirits and creatures, and they became allies. And it's a happily ever after Buddhist story. But it talks about the power of befriending. So attend, breathe in, feel it, befriend, offer space, say yes, some kindness. This is intrinsic to the spiritual path, that everyone on the spiritual path needs to face this sphere body, needs to open to where it lives in our physical body, and in that presence discover a larger sense of who we are. In that presence, we discover a larger sense of who we are.